All right, everybody, welcome to the Studying Brew, episode 997. We are 3 away from making Kona history. We're going to have 1,000 episodes.
Yep.
We changed the ambiance, if you will, because tomorrow is Halloween. I put on some Halloween music. We got the Halloween vibes. We're getting ready for that big Halloween tomorrow. I know some people don't celebrate, some people celebrate, but it is a vibe, so we're going with it. And we appreciate all of you tonight because you could have been anywhere else, but you decided to be here. Even me, I was dancing around the house and yelling and screaming because my Dodgers won the World Series. They are champions. So I am super, yeah, Simone, I came here to hear about sports. I am super excited to be here because, man, I'm just saying, guys, I'm going to hold it together. I'm going to hold it together. I'm going to hold it together because it's all about you guys. And who am I? I am Andy. I am the guy that runs the back office over here, a proud Dodgers fan. But you're not here for me and my fandom. You're here for Brandi. She's got her Series 6, 63, 26, 65, and her Series 7, which makes her more than qualified to teach you all the things you need to know so that way you too can get a pass notice. And tonight, what are we doing, Brandi?
Technique.
We're doing another techniques night because it is techniques week. That is the last week of the month. We are doing all techniques all week long. And tomorrow night, we are going to have something special for you all, but it's not going to be on the Zoom. It will be a live stream over on Patreon. The only way you're going to be able to see it is if you are on Patreon, is either a free or a paid member. We'll have more on that in a minute, but we are going to have something for Halloween night for all you groovy ghoulies. We're going to have something going on tomorrow night so that way you guys can get your study on no matter what, because we are the chauffeur of teenagers. They are teenage werewolves, if you will. And no, not really, but they're out. You know, we got to be on tap. You know how your high school kids out. You can't just let them run free in the street. Well, at least I don't.
Well, we can't hear where we live.
Well, no, but I'm not going to let them run wild in some neighborhood. Like I got to be close, you know. And so that's how we're going to do it. So we're probably going to be stationed at a Taco Bell somewhere. We're going to be watching the live stream with you guys. I know it sounds exciting. Welcome to parenthood. When you have high school kids, you get stationed at a Taco Bell on a Halloween night waiting for your kids. But you know what? You got to do what you got to do. And you guys got to do what you got to do to get your study on. And you got to get a win. You know what I mean? Because it ain't about, because I'm going to be honest with you guys. Look, I love my Dodgers. I ain't going to lie. Baseball is one of the, and I'm going to get personal with it in a minute. The reason why I love the Dodgers so much is when I was a kid, my dad had PTSD. He still does. He's a Vietnam vet. He didn't deal with it at all very well. He was an alcoholic, still an alcoholic, I guess, right? You never get past it. I don't want to say abusive, but that is the right word. When he was battling his demons. But the only times he and I ever connected as father and son was when we watched the Dodgers together. And that's why I love the Dodgers so much sentimentally, because that was the only time my dad kind of was in this reality with me. And guys, as much as I love these moments, as much as I love my team and I want to be, watching all that stuff and be there next to my dad, who's 76. And I know there's only so many that I got with the guy. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to be honest with you. I still wouldn't be anywhere else but right here, because you guys are the team that I really root for. You guys, every night we get on here, no matter what we got to do, 6 days a week, 7 days a week, whatever we got to do, Monday through Sunday, Saturday, whatever. I mean, today I was on the phone with somebody just helping them out for an hour, helping them get navigating, getting them set up. Whatever we got to do to help you guys get a W in your life, it means more, because I know that getting these licenses mean a lot and it can do a lot. And the only reason I know that is because it personally did a lot for us. It did a lot for us. Will it do the same for you? I don't know. I don't give guarantees. I'm not crazy. Brandi's doesn't give guarantees. The first thing you learn in security is there's no guarantees on anything. There's no guarantees in life. That's why you'll never hear us in any of our promotional stuff for KonaButterflyz, whether it's like, foolish of us and we should do better marketing, whatever you want to say it. But I don't guarantee things unless I can fulfill it. And I've always struck a chord with people who promote that they can guarantee a pass notice. You can't guarantee anything. There's no guarantees. How do you know that person's going to go to the exam and and something doesn't happen on the way there, or they're mentally not right, or whatever happens, right? They ate that experimental burrito and they don't pass. But you said I guarantee you. You said a guarantee. Like, no. No, that's just BS. That's just all marketing. I'm not going to do that to you guys. What I guarantee though is that Brandi and I will put our very best and to be here, be accessible, give you guys breakdown after breakdown after breakdown after breakdown in this content, keeping you guys focused, keeping you guys positive, keeping that positive mental attitude, keep that vibe of where you guys want to keep fighting, giving you guys hope every night, giving you guys somewhere to land so that way you feel like you can do this. That's huge. That's bigger than some shallow guarantee. Giving people something that they can hold on to and say, you know what? I can. That's the guarantee that I can give. I can guarantee you that every time that Brandi and I get on here, as long, God willing, as long as everybody, we're allowed to do this, but God willing, as long as anybody wants to pay for us and we can do this. I mean, to be honest with you, we don't have people paying. We can't do this. But as long as we were able to help people and people are willing to pay for it and willing to keep us on here and doing this, we're going to do it every night that we can and to help you guys out. Because as much as I love my sports teams, I don't love them as much as I love you guys. You are real people in our lives. You guys are really what we fight for. And I hope you fight for you and your home team as much as you guys fight for your sports teams or whatever, your base shops or your firm or whatever it is. You guys got to start at home. You got to start with yourself in the mirror, and you got to fight for you. And it's that discipline, it's that integrity with yourself, being honest. That's the hardest part, being honest with yourself. Am I putting my best foot forward? Am I studying? Am I doing all the things? Am I truly open to a new system, a new way of putting that in that information and listening to what Brandi's saying and being open to it so that way you can get that win. And I just wanted to start it off with that because I know a lot of people know that I'm a Dodgers fan, and I am excited, but I just got to bring it real to you guys. I love this team way more. The Kona family is way more. And I love all you guys. So let's get this thing going. Let's kick it off. Let's get this technique tonight. And like I was saying, if you guys haven't joined up, if you haven't got going on it yet, get started. Let's go. We got 21-day plans, we got 30-day plans, we got 60-day plans for that 65. Whatever it is that you're studying for, we got a plan for you, and it happens on your time. You go get your hustle on, you go get your third job in, second job. Some of you guys are, single parents, whatever you got to do. I mean, we've had a lot of single parents on here that are winning, just straight out winning for their kids. And they ain't using that. I'm only a single parent. Y'all, we heard some stuff to this today in the last that were like, Brandi, if you want to make her mad, if you want to see the passion out of that blonde hair as much as she gets angry, if she gets nowhere near like anybody else's like anger like me. But if you get her all riled up, give her a lame excuse. Gave her a circumstance in which you or somebody says, well, I would have, but I'm a single parent. Well, I would have, but I got this disability or ability. I would have, but I just got out of the hospital. I would have, guys. I'm not. I'm not saying that it ain't easy if you have any circumstance. I ain't saying that, but you can't make it your excuse for not trying, putting out effort, and trying to make it happen. Because I'm going to tell you this, as difficult as it is, there's someone out there winning. There's someone out there with the same exact circumstance. And if you don't believe me, I will point to a passer on the Kona Hall of Fame on Instagram and I will say, message them direct and ask them. Or you can go through there yourself and you can read all these people, because it doesn't matter from cancer to single to getting out of the hospital to someone passing away. Someone's doing it anyway. Someone's doing it anyway. They're making it the reason why and not their why not. So if you want to get in on this and you heard me talk about what I'm passionate about, what Brandi's passionate about in the beginning, you want that kind of mentorship, you want that kind of coaching, you want that kind of a system that helps you pass MLOs. We don't even teach it like we did last night. Gladys passed. And it's because we teach a system on how to pass exams. If you want to get in on that, scan the QR code, hit the links. We got books available as well, SIE 6 and 63, to help you through the process, whether you're a member or not. We also got programs where it includes the book, it includes tutoring, it includes our course videos, audios, all that stuff, live lectures, everything that we possibly have. You can do that as little as $100 a month. Guys, I don't know any system out there willing to do that for $100. Like, no, we are like $400 less than the minimum of most. And we're doing it for 100 because we love you guys. Free message board, the Discord, the Kona community, join up. 951-290-3077. That's my number. Scan the QR code, hit the links. Brandi's got them up. All right, just a quick reminder. Tomorrow we do have sessions happening as planned. We got SIE, we got 65, we got small group. It is Techniques Week. We are making it happen. Plus, we got all those audios also también for all the Spanish speakers on Spotify. They are available as well as on también on Patreon. You got to be a member to listen to all the content that we have loaded up there. I will be loading up more this weekend. I know I've been slacking, but I think there's like 70 already on there, but I got so many more to put on there. And I've been crazy busy, guys. I'm not even lying. I was in front of this computer all day today. So we got a lot of things going, and but we got those audios over there on Spotify as one of the ways that you can get that going. So that way you guys, like I said, on your time, you can get a class going in your car as you sit in traffic. Don't waste time. All right, just a reminder again, that live stream event happening tomorrow night, about the same time, same bat channel as this Studying Brew. We will not be on the Zoom. So if you tune in on the Zoom, we won't be here. But where we will be is on this live stream event that will be happening over on Patreon. I'll say this, it'll be the same Studying Brew shenanigans. It will be content and treats or techniques. Content and techniques. There you go. Instead of trick or treat, we got content and techniques tomorrow on this live event. It's going to be fun. We're going to make it fun. It's going to be great. I got some great stuff lined up, not just because it's the holiday, but also Brandi's got some stuff already lined up for a good lesson, so you can get your study on, have some fun, join in on it. All you got to do is be a free or paid member on Patreon and look for those notifications that are going to be hitting you tomorrow. There might be even a countdown to the event, so that way you make sure you guys get on there. But you got to log into Patreon to view it. So that means you got to log in, whether you're free or paid. You got to log in to see it. All right? I think I made it clear.
Yeah.
I know that most people skip the commercials here, and then they'll be texting me tomorrow at 951-290-3077. I can't see the event. I'm on Zoom. It's not on Zoom. It's on Patreon. I'll probably say it at the end again, for all the people that fast forward or get here late.
Yeah.
All right. All I know is if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, if you don't follow us on Instagram, I don't know what you're doing. Because when they let me know and they tell me how, guess what? I add another one to the Kona Hall of Fame because we got a person. Yes, we do. Oh my goodness. I could not be more happy about this one. This guy, I'm not saying that, I say this all the time. Like we're Kona family here, right? Like you guys all, I've considered you all family when you join up with us, whether it's free or paid. I consider us all family. If you confide in us, we help you out, whatever. We all family. But this guy really is our family. I mean, we went to him and his wife's like wedding.
Yeah.
We've been there for the kids. We've been there for his wife's book signing.
Yep.
Like we're really heavily invested in this couple. And this guy let me tell you something. I can't wait till he gets completely done with these exams because this has been a struggle.
This has been a journey.
This has been a journey. And let me tell you, this guy knows his stuff.
Yes.
He knows his stuff. Like my man, Tim, knew his stuff. Goes the exam. And do you know what he did one time?
What?
He was ready. He was prepared. He was ready to set and and then someone told him, "Hey, why don't you call this other person? See if you really are ready."
Mm.
This other coach got in there, got in his ear, even though Brandi was in there, spoke some negativity,
Opposite of positive.
opposite of positivity. Went from scoring 80s and 90s, believing this other coach's negativity, went and failed it.
Mhm.
It took him almost 2 kids later to get back at it. I know he's gonna laugh if he hears that, but it took him almost 2 kids later to get back at it and try this thing again. Because, guys, sometimes we let the devil be real.
Yeah.
And it ain't. You got to fight back. And I'm super proud of Juan Jimenez on passing the Series 6. Oh my goodness. Congratulations, Juan. This is a huge win. And if you know anything about him, he's an RVP. He make pretty good money.
He does.
He make pretty good money. And he's got a pretty good team.
Yeah, he does.
And this guy, it has not been easy. It has not been easy. I can't even. It's his personal story on how hard it's been. But let me tell you guys, it ain't been easy. It has not. And one of the biggest things, and Brandi's been coaching him the last 2 days behind the scenes, and and it wasn't even content.
Nah,
This guy knew it.
I know.
Nothing to do with content, guys. It's positivity. And he was like, "I'm not letting anybody else in my ear. I'm not listening to nobody else."
You're finally learning.
Exactly. He's like, "I got you and I got God. That's all I need."
That's all you need.
What did Juan say? He said, "Brandi, absolutely. The key for me was stepping aside mentally and not second guessing my answers."
Mm.
To all those. We've been preaching about this all week, haven't we? Haven't we? I feel like we've been in church. We have been preaching this all week, huh, church? I would just answer without changing anything. Guys, that was his hugest struggle.
He massive overthinker.
Second guess Juan.
Yeah.
That's what I used to call him.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Just click it already.
Oh my goodness. I approached it with the mindset that whether I passed or not was beyond my control. God was in charge of the test, not me. There were moments when I thought, what is happening here? And I just said, God, take over. And that's exactly what happened.
Mm.
He said, I didn't pass. God took this one. That's what he said. With that, congratulations, Juan. That's it. Congratulations on getting this done. We got 2 down. We're halfway down the journey. Yep. We got 2 more to go. I'm telling you guys, I don't think, I know there's a higher power, and you got to be able to just receive that message. And sometimes you really do have to be like Juan, and you have to say, you know what? I know this. Mm-hmm. I'm not in control of this. Mm-hmm. I just got to let go. Mm-hmm. I know what I know, and just answer it and take the pressure off.
Yes.
Take the pressure off. Have that mindset. Whether I pass or I fail, it's not in my control. Once you've done all the things that you should have been doing, he studied, he put the time in, he quizzed, he tested, he had the scores, he put the work in. The work was there. Now, what happens on that day? He was prepared. Now, if it didn't happen, guess what? Wasn't his time, and he was okay with it.
Yes.
When you
first time, by the way.
The first time he let go and he really believed in this and just had the faith. Guys, that's what you got to do. You got to have the faith. You got to believe, and you got to let go. It's a freeing moment. So congratulations, Juan, on getting this thing done. I am so excited.
Super excited.
I can't even tell you how excited I am, guys, because I would cuss a lot.
Yes.
I am a big cusser when celebrating.
Yes.
And I can't do that here. There might be children listening.
Yes.
Yes. Or people might be driving to school listening to this in the morning. And they're like, Andy, I know you're excited, but
Just know my whole car
my whole car.
heard him talk about how he passed.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that. But guys, I hope that was a lot of information in that. But it's not about Juan. It's not even about me. It's about you. Let's get this techniques going. Let's get it done. Techniques is one of the reasons he passed as well. He has the skill set and the way that Brandi breaks it down. Like he's been with us since day one.
Before day one.
He was in that Drake song. He'd be one of our day ones. We've been doing this with the day ones. He's a day one, and he knows how to break it down. And so this is how you do it, guys. Tonight we're gonna have Wisdom Wednesday, as Joanna so elegantly put together for me. What do they call it? Literary
Alliteration.
alliteration. Wisdom Wednesday.
Mhm.
All right, here we go. Test taking techniques. Rule number one: you're not allowed to ask what exam did the question come from because it's irrelevant, as we demonstrated last night with last night's passer, the MLO. It don't matter. It don't matter if it's even your exam. It doesn't even matter if it's even in the exam that you're studying for. It don't matter. All it matters is the techniques and how Brandi breaks it down, how she looks for those patterns, how she looks for those mistakes when they write these exams, how she looks for those little tails. Like if we were playing poker, we're just looking for that person over there that's wiggling his nose every time they got a good hand. You know what I mean? It's the tails. It's the same thing. How we break it down, pay attention to how we do all that. And then how do we get good at it? You got to practice. Juan didn't get good at this without practicing. Gladys didn't get good at this without practicing. Arlene didn't get good at this without practicing. Stephen Walton didn't get good at this unless he practiced, right? You got to practice. Kevin didn't pass because, unless he practiced, you got to practice. Who else on here? Eric, he passed, right? All these passers, they all practice. They all practice. You got to practice. So, you ready?
Oh,
10 questions, flash quiz, whatever QBank, whatever, anything you're using, just do 10 questions. Doesn't even matter where you're at.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go.
All right.
Let's get it on.
Oh no, they're all numbers.
You ready?
Yeah, they're all numbers.
They're all numbers.
Yeah.
All right. So that technique's not there, right?
So purchasing.
Right. Right.
Then I have 6260.
Yep.
6260.
Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. So I'll slow this down for those who aren't as savvy with the techniques and why that is. What do we say all the time? When you have two similars, which are the purchasing the stock, they're similar in the way that they start. No content needed. We can all see they start similarly, right? That already should dial you into 95%. It's going to be one of those two. Mm-hmm. Then you got the 6260, and then you have the 6260 up there. 6260 ties it in with D. So in that B answer, we like to call it a double dip because it ties in two similar patterns. Two answers that have two similar patterns. That one is the common denominator. That's why it's B. No other reason, no content, no question read. That was it. It's just observing the answers. That's it. I hope that was a good slow breakdown. I'm on sports mode right now.
Yeah.
That was a replay, the whole thing.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
All right. So can't use that here because it tells the number.
All the way through shares. They're all the same.
You guys notice something, first of all, that I don't read the whole sentence?
No, you never do. You just look straight to see how they're all worded.
Yeah. So I got New York Stock Exchange, inventory, buy or sell at that price, OTC. This is the most generic. Right?
Do you guys all see that? The other three are very specific as to where. The other one, it could be in your parking lot.
True.
You know what I mean? It could be on a ball field for all we know.
So this one's different. All right.
If I didn't know anything, I'd pick C.
Right. Which of the following best describes the size of a quote? It's the number of shares you're willing to buy or sell at the price.
There's the content, but technique wise, I would have had this answered just by going with C. Just because of what Brandi said. It's the most generic, it's different. The other ones were specific and they all had the other things in common. That's the one that stuck out. C is the one I'm going with.
Yep.
If I knew nothing, if I brain farted all I wanted on the real exam, I didn't know jack about jack for some reason. C.
Mm-hmm. So I picked C.
That's it.
I didn't read the questions.
You answered all these without reading questions?
Yep.
So that keep that in mind, everybody.
So that one had a number, so I crossed it off. That one has only. That one has only. That has an and. That was the answer.
Oh yeah. The power of and. Without and, you don't get Brandi and you don't get Andy. That's why she answered it. Is some of y'all, why did you get that answer? Because it had and.
That is it.
We don't like onlys.
Nope.
Onlys are not true. They're too definitive.
They're usually.
I only eat hot dogs for dinner. Wow. Really?
I mean,
Never have a broccoli in there?
nope.
Never had a hamburger in there?
Nah.
You never had a French fry?
Okay, maybe.
Yeah. So it's not only, is it?
Exactly. All right. Da-da-da-da-da-da. So I got a balloon bond, a term bond, a serial bond, a series bond, serial, and series. These are the ones that are similar.
95% of the time, one of the two.
This
Right?
this is a this is gonna sound really weird, but this is a series.
Right. Like serial killer.
Yeah, pretty much like multiple,
Right.
right? Multiple, serial, multiple, like a serial number. Right. Boom. So a bond that structures so that portion of the principal is scheduled to mature in intervals over several years.
Serial.
Go.
The trap was series because most of y'all relate everything to TV.
Mhm.
Stop relating to things to TV. That would have been the trapper.
Trapper. Just kidding. Value, value, price, value. This one's different.
C's the answer.
Plus, I did a double check. I was like, no, okay, Brandi, that was literally, by the way, these
That
were
was
all in a
too
row. These were all in a row. So I said, okay, let me look at the questions this time. Maybe, right? I hold a callable bond maturing in 8 years. The bond's current yield measure is its annual coupon relative. So I'm measuring current yield. That doesn't sound when callable. It
Nope.
doesn't sound like at maturity.
Nope.
And it doesn't sound like par value. It sounds like, I don't know, current market price, current market price, current market price. And that is why the answer.
Again, if you don't know all that or you don't remember,
Or it's grammar.
for some reason in the exam, you started thinking about, did I leave the stove on? You can't remember? C's the answer. Why? I don't know. C's the answer. And then if you mark C, guess what you don't do? Change the answer. Facts? Facts?
Yeah. All right. You know I have to.
Oh, we can't get out of the night
I have
taking
to.
without
I have
risk.
So inflation, prices,
Right. Prices go up.
again, market,
Yeah.
the market, regulatory.
Right.
If the stock market were to fall,
Sounds like market
I'm
risk.
just gonna click on that.
Why think any more than that? But I like to read the question so I can get the answer wrong. Stop. Why? You can confirm, but guess what? It's still going to be market. It's still going to be market. I hope you all learned something tonight. Stop thinking so much. Sometimes they're asking you to pick that answer, and some of y'all just ignore it, and then you change the answer. Why? Because it can't be that easy. But guess what? It can.
It is
It is.
more times than not.
It will be. You guys got to let it go. You got to let it go. And you know what? Go practice. Practice it. Practice it. There's only one way to get it right. You got to practice it. And sometimes you guys are going to pick ones and you're like, but I picked a different one. But that's when you realize there was something in there that was a little bit differenter. Or maybe it wasn't so different. And that's why we do the thing with all the KONA stuff on our exam masteries. And we tell you what you got to do when you get that situation. That's why you got to be on the KONA community and you got to ask and you got to say, hey, why, what happened here? I did what Brandi did. Why did I go wrong? Where did I go wrong? And then we can help you out. And then you dial it in. And guess what? You too will get a pass notice just like Juan. Series 6, halfway through his licensing process. 2 more to go. You be the next one I say, you know what? We got a passer. Remember, reminder to all those that are late or falling asleep. Tomorrow's live event will be on Patreon. It will not. I declare it will not be on Zoom. It will be on Patreon. Keep those emails and check them. Check those emails tomorrow for that live event access. Be on tomorrow night. Get that drop. It will go live tomorrow night at 10 o'clock. Be on there. Watch it. You don't have to log into anything other than your Patreon account just to get that live drop. There'll probably be a countdown and everything. And it's going to be fun. It'll be something for you to do at this time tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel. So you guys get your study on. We need more techniques just for you. Mm-hmm. Stay safe out there, guys. And I'm going to do my run here. But first, I want to say this. Every holiday, I say this. There is no reason in this time and day to drink, to be inebriated, to be under the influence of anything and get behind the wheel of a car. Please, guys, be safe out there. Remember, besides the damage you could do to other people's lives by being in that state, you could also, también, ruin the chance for you to get these licenses too. Because even though you might not have crashed or anything, a DUI can lead to you not being able to get these licenses for some quite time or never. So if it isn't just the loss of lives and all the people you can damage, guys, please be safe out there. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. Don't touch your friend's face. That's all I know. Keep the positive mental attitude. PM everybody and have a great night.
Thank you guys so much for being on. We super, super appreciate you. Practice these techniques in your quizzes. Get your studying done before trick-or-treating. We will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great one.
Good night.